In this video, I'm going to explore a question that's often asked of me, and that is, when one's looking to date a Filipina, is religion a deal breaker? Most of you may know that I'm an affiliate member with the Philippines' #1 dating site, Christian Filipina, and I certainly believe they're the premier dating site for foreign men to find a genuine Filipina. But does this mean that you as a foreign man seeking a Filipina need to be a Christian or even religious yourself to search for a good Filipina on their website? Well, I'm going to answer this frequently asked question right here. So if you want to know the answer, then be sure to buckle up and stay with me here. Just quickly, if you're looking to date a Filipina, or are already dating a Filipina and are looking for support and guidance in a more personal way, then be sure to check out my All About Filipina Relationships consulting service, where you'll get personal access to me via video calls to help you on your way in finding a genuine Filipina or to keep your current relationship with a Filipina going smoothly for the long term. And if you're a paid channel member, you'll be eligible for a 25% discount off all services. My link is in the pinned comment and description below. Now clearly, the name of the site is Christian Filipina, and we know statistically that around 80% of Filipino people are Christians. So if one is going to be searching for a Filipina on any site, or in the Philippines for that matter, then one must expect that the vast majority of Filipinas will indeed be Christian or religious to some degree. And if someone is not wanting a woman who is religious, then I would suggest you're looking in the wrong place with a Filipina. However, as I say, the site is called Christian Filipina and not Christian Foreigner. So right there, it will tell you that a foreign guy doesn't need to be a Christian or indeed religious to be using the site in order to find his Filipina. I know of many men who use this site who have told me that they're not Catholic or religious in some cases, and they've had no problems whatsoever in finding a genuine Filipina. The bottom line is that there's nothing stating that a foreigner must be a Christian to use the site, and it will solely depend on each Filipina as to what sort of man that she's looking for. Simply, some may want a man who shares the same faith as her because this gives them a good start around commonality and values to commence their relationship. But others, like my wife, don't require the man to be of the same faith or to even be religious, as long as each other can respect the personal views and beliefs of the other without ridicule or trying to convert each other. As for me, when I met my wife online back in 2013, I wasn't religious at all. But my wife was, and still is a believer, which is absolutely fine by me, and I would never seek to change anything about her or try and convert her to my way of thinking around this. Religion can be a deeply personal thing, and if one seeks to undermine that in the other, then the way I see it is as being controlling and manipulative. 8 years after my wife came to Australia, we've never had one problem around religion. And simply, that's because we allow each other to be who they are and have their own beliefs and views. Just because we're married doesn't mean that she needs to conform to all my ideals and beliefs and vice versa. And in fact, I love that she does have faith, because it's good to see her to be passionate about something and to know that she won't sell her beliefs or principles just to try and fall in line with someone else's beliefs. Clearly, she remains true to herself and to her beliefs. I remember early on after meeting her online that I asked her if she was religious, and she told me straight up that she was. She then asked me if I was a believer, and I honestly replied that I wasn't, but I respect everyone's right to their own beliefs. In our case, this certainly wasn't a problem for either of us, and we went on and continued to learn more about one another, and as they say, the rest is history. My point here in sharing briefly my experience around this is because I'm sure there are many other Filipinas out there and on Christian Filipina who look far beyond whether a man is a Christian or not. They look at what's inside the man's heart, and if she thinks he's suitable for a successful long-term relationship. Many Filipinas certainly do have this amazing ability to know what really matters in a relationship, and it's certainly not about the superficial things like age, looks, or money. They go well beyond the superficial and search deep inside a man's soul to know what sort of man that he really is. So the tip here is, by all means, everyone is welcome on Christian Filipina, but just be open and honest from the very start with the Filipinas that you come in contact with about whether you're Catholic or some other religion, or maybe not religious at all. You can be sure that doing this will save you much time and your honesty will be well rewarded. And be sure not to take it personally should she be searching for a man of the same faith, because simply that's her individual preference. And most certainly, if you are looking for a Filipina, then be prepared for her to be at some level a believer, and never hold that against her in any way. One can be very sure that the two of you can both be yourselves whilst in a relationship together that can be successful for a lifetime. To get your search underway with the Philippines' #1 dating site, be sure to click my affiliate link in the pinned comment and description to create your free account where you can view tens of thousands of Filipino profiles right now. And if you like what you see, then you can hit the upgrade button to become a paid member and fully interact with as many Filipinas as you wish. And of course, for all paid members with Christian Filipina, if you give me your membership number, I'm happy to help support you via emails and video chat at no extra charge for the month of March only, to help you on your way to find a genuine Filipina without much frustration. Be sure to tell me in the comments below if you've dated or are married to a Filipina who has differing beliefs around religion to yourself. And if you want more valuable free information and tips around the Philippines' #1 dating site, then be sure to check out the playlist on screen now. And be very sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.